it. I'm needing my baby. I'm missing you now. You know, baby.
And that was the voice of Sanchez. This one is called Missing You. You're locked on to the Clean First Song with FM 99.9. It's 15 minutes after the hour of 12 p.m. At this time, we have our Midday News sponsored by Court St. Vincent Limited.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Celebrating style, the Courts Furniture event. Get up to 30% off on furniture, appliances, and accessories store-wide. Plus, if you pay with Courts Ready Finance, you pay nothing down and there's no payment for 30 days. This offer is available in store and online at shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Promotional period April 1st to 30th, 2023. Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Center for Enterprise Development, Inc., CED, is currently executing the Resilience Through Innovation and Technology, RIT, MSME Recovery Program. Under the Organization of American States, the OAS Development Cooperation Fund, DCF. As part of this, a technology fair which focused on promoting digital solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises was hosted. A representative from the CED, Afia James Clark, speaking with WEFM on Friday, encouraged small businesses and SVG to digitize their businesses.
Now, this technology fair is aimed at encouraging small businesses to make changes in the way they operate, because the pandemic has taught us that there is a need for digital transformation. So with us today, we have the government's ITSD. We also have another small enterprise that is based on offering digital solutions, electronics, etc. So we just want to encourage small businesses to digitize and digitalize so that you can transform your businesses and that you can continue to be relevant in today's changing world.
Donald O'Neill of the government's Information Technology Services Division was also on hand to sensitize the public on the services that the division provides.
What we offer to the public is our websites with information like Ministry of Finance, Foreign Affairs, SIPO, all of these different statutory bodies as well. So what we encourage is a lot of students who are in grade 5 and 6. If they need any information about the country, services, structure, government structure, all of these things, they should check the website. And also anything that's been done in St. Vincent is also updated in this website. And people in the diaspora, if they need to find out, what they need to do to get certain documents, they check the website as well. And they'll get contact information and email to know what are the steps that they need to take to handle their business here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We also do software application development for public service, and networking, computer repairs, telephony. We manage a PBX for the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well.
Present at the technology fair was Marcia Pear of Smart Tech Electronics, a business focused on offering digital solutions, electronics, and more.
Smart Tech Electronics has been in existence for about 10 years now. We have been offering products and services to the Vincentian public. Some of the services that we offer right now, we install motor gates, we do security cameras as well as selling security cameras. And we know that everybody wants to save right now on their electricity bill. We also install solar PV, and of course we sell the panels and inverters and batteries and charge controllers.
The Resilience Through Innovation and Technology RIT MSME Recovery Program is being implemented as part of the OAS Development Cooperation Fund 2021 to 2024 project cycle under the theme Retooling MSMEs Through Innovation and Technology. St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Friday, March 31st, received the inaugural flight of Conviasa on the Caracas-La Havana-St. Vincent route. The weekly flight will operate on Fridays. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Hazel Peters, on Friday highlighted the positives of SVG and Cuba's relationship throughout the years as well as noted the benefits to be derived from the introduction of this new weekly flight. We hear more from Minister Peters.
This flight between Cuba and St. Vincent and the Grenadines is one of many examples that the foreign policy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is alive and well. Recalling the commendable commitment by the government and the people of Cuba for people-to-people exchanges, the training of Vincentian medical personnel, and medical assistance offered to Vincentians, this makes that process easier. It also provides direct airlifts for connectivity of the Vincentian Cuban markets, providing opportunities for increased access of goods, trade potential, and tourism.
That was Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Hazel Peters. Conviasa is a Venezuelan airline with its main office at the Simon Bolivar International Airport, which is close to Caracas. The airline serves domestic destinations as well as Caribbean and South American destinations. Still on the local scene, SVG created history with the commencing of consultations towards the development of the first legislation for the care and protection of the elderly. The Ministry of National Mobilization, Social Development, Family, Gender Affairs, Persons with Disability and Youth, on behalf of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, has secured support from the World Bank-funded Human Development Service Delivery Project for a legislation on elderly care and protection in SVG. Preparation for the draft legislation commenced with widespread consultations conducted by consultant Mr. Ramel St. Hill, an attorney at law and managing director of Alex Rumulus Inc., to garner the input of stakeholders on the proposed new legislation. The series of consultations, which were held during the period March 27th to 31st, 2023, will be followed by a national survey to capture input from the wider population. The ministry is urging all Vincentians to participate by completing the survey when it is published. On to news in the region. Taiwan can count on St. Kitts and Nevis' support and friendship on the diplomatic and economic front for the foreseeable future. St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew gave the commitment in a statement as both islands commemorated 40 years of diplomatic relations. This commitment to retain a relationship with Taiwan from St. Kitts and Nevis comes as the self-governing island lost another diplomatic partner. Honduras recently cut ties with Taiwan, which calls itself the Republic of China, and signed on to the One China principle, which requires diplomatic partners of the communist mainland China to recognize that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China, and the government of the People's Republic of China is the sole legal government representing the whole of China. Only 13 countries recognize Taiwan as a sovereign state, and they include Belize, Haiti, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A 43-year-old woman and her 8-year-old daughter were killed Sunday morning in a fire that consumed their home in Siparia, Trinidad and Tobago. The incident took place at about 5:15 a.m. on Sunday, Loop News reports. Residents of the area heard a loud crackling noise and soon realized that the home in which Kemba Morris and her daughter Zaya was on fire. An alarm was raised and the police and fire services were notified. Residents even formed a bucket brigade to contain the flames. However, they could not reach the mother and her daughter. When the fire was contained, the bodies of the two relatives were found near the back door of the home. Morris's other two children managed to escape the home. On the international scene, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has urged the release of Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich in a call on Sunday with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Russia's Federal Security Service FSB said on Thursday that it had arrested Gershkovich, accusing him of gathering information about a Russian defense company that was a state secret. The Wall Street Journal has denied Gershkovich was spying. The White House has called the espionage charge, which carries a jail term of up to 20 years, ridiculous. Secretary Blinken conveyed the United States' grave concern over Russia's unacceptable detention of a U.S. citizen journalist. The secretary called for his immediate release. The U.S. Department of State said in a statement that did not mention Gershkovich by name. A U.S. official speaking on condition of anonymity to Reuters news agency said the statement did refer to Gershkovich. And finally, in sports, the International Olympic Committee has criticized Ukraine's decision not to allow Ukrainian athletes to take part in qualifying events for the 2024 Paris Olympics if they have to compete against the Russians, saying this will hurt only Ukrainian sport and its athletes. Ukrainian government minister Ole Nemchinov announced the policy on Friday after the IOC issued recommendations on Tuesday for the gradual return to international competition for Russian and Belarusian athletes as neutrals. Athletes from the two countries have been banned from most elite international sporting competitions since March 2022, following Russia's invasion of Ukraine the previous month. The IOC is to make a separate decision on the participation of Russian and Belarusian athletes at the Paris Games at a later date. Ukraine has threatened to boycott the Games if Russians are allowed to compete there. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Celebrating style, the Quartz Furniture event. Get up to 30% off on furniture, appliances, and accessories store-wide. Plus, if you pay with Quartz Ready Finance, you pay nothing down and there's no payment for 30 days. This offer is available in store and online at shopquartz.com. Conditions apply. Promotional period April 1st to 30th, 2023. Quartz, bringing value home.